أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد آمين يا رب العالمين. So, inshallah, we are going to be learning a new example or new analogy today, which is from the book The Reality of This World, based on the works by Imam Ibn al Qayyim. And the title is The Shade of a Tree. And we learn from a hadith that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam once said that I have no need of worldly comfort. My example in this world is like a rider who took a nap in the shade beneath a tree on a scorching hot day. He rested and then he left it. So Imam al-Qayyim, he mentions about this that thus he takes shelter in the shade of the tree during a scorching hot day. Then he moves on and leaves the shade behind. Ponder on this example well and look at how it coincides with the reality of this world. The greenery and the verdure of this world is like a tree. The rapid manner in which this world vanishes away bit by bit is like the shade, and the slave is a traveler heading towards the meeting with his Lord. When the traveler sees a tree on a hot day, he does not deem it appropriate to build a home under the tree or take it as a permanent residence. Rather, he shades himself according to his need. If he exceeds this, he is cut off from his companions. So, mindfulness of that rider is being shown here. So, the tree's shade represents the temporary comforts and the pleasures of this world. Just as the shade provides temporary relief to a traveler on a hot day, the comforts of this world offer brief respite to individuals in their journey through life. And the traveler symbolizes a person who is journeying through life towards their ultimate meeting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This journey represents the temporary nature of human existence and the ultimate goal of returning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we need to remember where we came from and where we are going to be returning to. So taking shelter in this example, when the traveler takes a nap under the tree's shade during a scorching hot day, represents how individuals utilize the resources and comforts of this world for their immediate needs. However, the traveler does not make the shade his permanent residence, highlighting the understanding that the comforts of this world are temporary in nature and not the final destination. So, the key elements in this example are the temporary nature of this world and how we get stuck sometimes in this world and forget the hereafter. And the world vanishes bit by bit, just like the passage of time, just like the time, it passes slowly and slowly, right? Just as the shade of the sun disappears and the sun moves on. So the fleeting nature of life and importance of not becoming too much engrossed in this temporary worldly life is something that we need to focus on. We need to prioritize the hereafter. We need to have a balanced approach where we utilize the world's resources without becoming overly attached to them, right? So we need to avoid excessive attachment to worldly life, because if we get attached to worldly life, it can lead to being cut off from the companions, cut off from our focus, or signifies a loss of focus on the community of believers and the shared journey towards the afterlife. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to stay away from anything that distracts us from the ultimate purpose of existence and allow us to steadfast on the right path and on the faith. آمين يا رب العالمين. بارك الله فيكم، جزاكم الله خيرا كثيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.